It is day 2 of Get on ADV Fest here in Mojave with Revzilla, and I'm about to go out and test ride the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro in the desert. So we are going out on this green beauty 900 Rally Pro. Very excited. So the last Triumph I rode was the 1200. And I love the 9, it's the sweet spot, I think. First thing you notice on this bike is a huge, massive, beautiful color screen. The second you notice is the adjustable windscreen, which I'm very excited about just now. And all the controls are pretty intuitive. It doesn't feel super wide between the legs. And the reach to the ground was the other thing I noticed right away, because I'm flat-footed right now. In fact, yeah, I can get the balls of both feet down, so it's not a crazy tall adventure bike like my Tenere is. It's more like the Norden in terms of seat height. So if seat height is a concern for you, Triumph is a good bike to consider. The reach to the ground is very easy. Seat feels pretty comfortable. Definitely it feels like a bike you're sitting in and not on as much. So a lot of dual sports you feel like you're up on the bike, and this one I feel like I'm in it. You know what I mean? Let's try standing. Oh yeah, one thing I love about this bike is there's this ridge. I can't show it to you because I have to look where I'm going, but there's this ridge on the tank and my knees hit it perfectly when I stand up, and the bars are the perfect height for my knees to be bent at that angle. It fits me really well. No bar risers required, is what I'm saying. That triple makes its power in such a unique way. It's really fun, and you wouldn't think it would be that different, but it totally is. Except when you put it in neutral and then it makes no power at all, which is shocking revelation I just discovered. Stay with Dork and Road for all these motorcycling revelations. Yeah, and the sound, it just sounds beautiful. Woo! It's a fun bike. It is a fun bike. Man, it is nice to be able to get my foot down. I'm very used to the Tenere right now, not being able to do that. Speedometer is set to kilometers per hour or something. Yeah, that's what we're doing, so ignore that. Just keep in mind I'm on an official test ride. I am not doing, this is nothing of my own doing. I'm just keeping up. Woo! It is smooth at these speeds. I could see just eating up freeway miles on this thing all day. The seat is very comfortable. I am in the wind a little, even with the raised windscreen. It's about visor height, but it's not unbearable, and it's keeping it off my shoulders to a good degree, which is nice. And this thing has cruise control, heated grips. It's got a heated seat. I would ride this thing to Alaska and back tomorrow, dude. It is a very comfortable, very smooth bike. I've always been impressed with these. Okay, now the fun begins. All right, let's do this. Easy to shift standing up. Yeah, very easy, very smooth. Yep, we have light sand. Ooh. All right, my bro. Honestly, you don't want to be going this slow in the sand, to be truthful. It's that super light dirt where everything it all looks flat in this super bright light, so it's really hard to get any contrast and see what's coming, so you just kind of gotta ride it, you know. But look at this road, this long ass road, just straight to the mountains. It's beautiful out here. I just love riding motorcycles outside not on the road. I just do. Dude, it's very stable feeling. Even the front, does it have a dampener? It almost feels like I'm not even getting a ton. I'm getting some wobble from the front just because this is pretty loose, but I'm not feeling it. Let's see what the traction control does. Oh, God. I love super intuitive off-road mode. So that totally let me spin it to a degree, but as soon as the tire started to go sideways, it stopped, it kicks out. So it's got that very sophisticated off-road traction control, just like the Norden did. And it almost is like it's reading your mind. It knows what you're trying to do. It's like an extension of your body. I know, I sound like a freaking commercial, but that's what it feels like to me. Worth mentioning, I'm not on the stock tires. They have an option that you can add off-road tires to your Triumph when you buy one. That's what's on here. I don't remember what they are. Everyone's still here. That's always a good sign of a good test ride. when no one dies in the first 20 minutes. Yeah, it is just fun, intuitive. Hell yeah, and super comfortable. It's a very capable, very comfortable bike. It's one of those that will take you a lot of places. Now, it doesn't feel particularly light, so it's not super tippy. I think that's because it's lower to the ground and I can get my feet down very easily, which super helps. But it doesn't feel like a dual sport. I mean, you wouldn't expect it to. It doesn't feel like a super light adventure bike. I don't think it is. But it is fun. It is a great machine. Yeah, so we're doing 50 miles an hour now. I love it when they take you out on a good test ride. They're like, you want to see what this bike can do? They just have it's just a testament to the faith they have in the machine when they're just like, yeah, let's just go rip 50 miles an hour down a gravel road with people we're not exactly sure their riding ability. The Rally Pro comes with, it's basically loaded with everything you need. That's why it's so expensive, but it's got crash bar, skid plate, everything. It's super loaded. So if you want to just buy a bike and be able to roll out the dealership and go on an adventure, the only thing you need is luggage on one of these. The big question, you know, on the non-Japanese bikes is, what's the reliability like? I haven't ever owned a Triumph. I have Triumph dealerships close to me, so it's less of a concern than, say, the Aprilia. And I'd definitely be willing to give it a shot, I think, especially if you buy new, but I don't hear people talking about their Triumphs failing them. I also don't hear them talking about how unbelievably bulletproof they are, so yeah, I guess it's a question mark. They've definitely really leaned into the off-road and adventure segment in the last decade or so and really improved. Like, this is such a better bike than the Tiger 800. What was the ABS like, I wonder? Well, it's slowing me down. Definitely not locking up, but you know, it's not supposed to. It is heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy when you're doing all this stuff, especially when you just kind of approach it with some confidence. It's not bad at all. Oh yeah, I didn't even feel that bump. Suspension just eats it up, bro. I really like this tank. Like, going down a steep downhill, being able to lock your knees into this tank and you just hold yourself up using your upper body, that's a big advantage, I feel like. It's very easy to grip it. It's not too wide. It's because it's narrower where your knees actually go. Again, thoughtful, purposeful design. What a concept, right? We're just flying, dude. It is so smooth. And that triple, it just seems to have power at every RPM. Let's try the brakes. Oh my God, they're really good. Really good. Oh, I killed it. Oops. You could give it a fistful of brake on the dirt and feel confident that it's gonna stop you. That was good. Aled is a really good ride leader. He's stopping and explaining. We know exactly what to expect. So it's a great combination of like making sure you know what's up, but also giving you the chance to get out and enjoy yourself. Oh God, yeah, that's beast. The power is very useful, and it's get yourself out of trouble power, which is awesome. You know, if you need it climbing up a hill, you've got plenty of power regardless of momentum. And I had the opportunity just then to put it in Off-Road Pro. I don't even want to. I really want to keep playing with the mode and see how the traction control and everything, how intuitive it is out here, and see if it starts to annoy me or not. Okay, there's a ditch up here we're going through apparently. I'm actually very excited about it. Yeah, this is it. Second gear, baby. Oh, that suspension, dude. Don't even feel it, man. Don't even feel it. The nice thing about buying a premium bike is you don't feel like you need to upgrade a bunch of stuff. Like, it comes with decent suspension. You don't have to put on heated grips. You don't need a windscreen that is adjustable. You're just buying it all in one big chunk instead of one medium-sized chunk and then a bunch of smaller chunks afterward. Oopsie! It's so weird when they come off the ground like that. Strange. Something's wrong. It's weird. Triumph, you might want to look at this. This was a bike that I loved the first time I rode it, and you know, it was the first time I'd ridden this nice of an adventure bike, and so I just wondered if my impressions were skewed by that, rose-colored glasses, whatever. But now that I have a little more experience, I gotta say I like it even more. I appreciate it more. I understand what it's doing more, and it's a great bike for getting out and going on long distance rides and then hitting some backcountry in between, you know? Like, perfect example of what I mean by how intuitive the traction control is like when I came up to those little bumps, right? And I wanted to goose it to get the front end up and over. It knew that, so it lets me have full power. It doesn't cut out. And if I was in road mode, it would cut out. But if I were legitimately out of control sliding sideways around a corner, it would cut the power and slide me back in. I always say it's like the hand of God back there just tapping you back into your line. It just knows. So overall, I mean, incredibly positive impressions. There are question marks. It's not a cheap motorcycle, but you know, you're getting a lot for the money that you pay. So if you're looking for a premium adventure bike that'll take you anywhere, I like the 900 more than the 1200 personally. I would only really go for the 1200 if I was doing like hours and hours and hours of freeway, like riding cross country or something, or riding 2-up, something like that. Because I feel like this is plenty comfortable for most long distance riding, and the 1200 is surprisingly nimble off-road. I had a good time riding it when I had that opportunity, so I'm not knocking it, but I don't see the point. For me personally, for my riding, the type of riding I like to do, I wouldn't go with the extra expense and the extra weight. Ooh, that was, yeah, okay, that was wobbly. All right, we're headed back to the highway on the fun road. A little bit more technical. There's more variation to the ground, so a better test of the suspension. Still thinking it's fabulous. I'm sure it's not coming across in the camera, but lots of loose rockiness and it's about an inch or two of sand on top of hard pack, so it's not crazy, but it's definitely loose. So a little bit of an ab workout. Hit some ruddy technical things. Trying to hit the harder stuff on purpose. Yeah. Hard pack. Got a sandy wash right here. Power through. No worries. No worries. No worries, boys. Oh, that tachometer is sweet. Look at it. How it expands. 3D. Kilometers per hour, remember. Buy a sport bike when you can buy an adventure bike that is just as fast but can go so many more places. This is a closed track in Mexico and kilometers per hour and all that. Does this have a quick shifter? Yes. Wow, I had a quick shifter this whole time. I didn't even use it. Damn it. Well, there's another feature we just discovered. Apparently there's a quick shifter that I didn't use on that really fast acceleration just then. I am once again incredibly impressed with the Tiger 900 Rally Pro, and what's cool is I sort of have a better idea what I'm talking about this time. Like, I want one. It's that good of a bike. It's fun to ride. I would take it dumb places and feel very comfortable cruising down the highway to anywhere I needed to go at a long distance. It's very comfortable and capable, easy to ride. It's a premium feeling motorcycle, has a lot of cool features. It's cool looking. Strongly recommend test riding if you're at all interested in a mid-size adventure bike that has a luxury kind of setup. Lots of features, very fun to ride, easy to ride, and a luxury price to go with it, so bear that in mind. But like I said, you don't really need to add anything to this bike to make it ready to just go do whatever it is you need to do, especially if you just exercise the option of having them put the off-road tires on when you buy it, which you can do, they said. So yeah, questions, comments, thoughts, feelings about the Tiger 900 Rally Pro. I think this is a 23. Leave them in the comments, and love to hear if you own one, what the reliability's been like, how you found it over the long term. But really enjoyed this opportunity. I just want to thank Triumph for the opportunity, obviously Revzilla for putting this whole thing together, and I want to encourage you, if you haven't, to consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm the dork in the road and I want to be your internet riding buddy, and I'm better than your regular riding buddies because I come with a mute button. Thank you for watching, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!
Thanks, man. That was a hell of a test ride. I love when we actually get to get out and like ride them the way that you're going to ride them.
Yeah.
None of this putting around at 25 miles an hour stuff. Well, and I think it's a testament to the belief that you have in the quality of the machine, that you would take, especially people whose riding level you're not really sure of, out and just let's go 50 miles an hour down this gravel road and hit some sandy stuff.